That's what I'm talking about. Hey, man, welcome, man. This is the plug number 53. We in the building. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't already, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't already, check out some of our merch up here at this table. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be a very special episode. We got Deon Lyles in the building with us. What up, baby? How you living, man?
What up, man? I'm grateful. I'm blessed, and I'm getting to it.
Man, we excited to have him a part of the Plug podcast. We going to go through a lot of his journey from start to finish. Make sure y'all get in there as well. Friday nights, we over here at Rebar, over there on Broadway as well. So make sure y'all tune in, come through. If you in the area, make sure y'all come through and party with us. As far as some of the things that you got going on, man, before we get into that, I want the people to know really who you are and some of the things that you've done, man. Tell a little bit about some of your high school basketball. You definitely was a standout in high school, and some of your college as well. Tell the people a little bit more from your perspective where you got started and how you got started in the game of ball.
Yeah, for sure. So, growing up, I had a rough past, troubled past. I didn't take things as seriously as I should have, or I didn't realize how big the opportunity was in front of me and what it could lead to.
Facts.
Which, that's the majority of the kids. They don't understand how important each game is, how important each practice is, how important each year academically is as well to set yourself up to be successful in life, in this system. So I only played 1 year of varsity basketball. I didn't really get it together until my senior year.
Okay, that's very good year. Okay.
Yeah, my last year, but I mean that's all I needed. And, so I had a breakout season. I played in Kansas. I was 3A All-State, averaged 20 plus,
dope,
8+ rebounds. Take a chance, kid, because I only had 1 year. And so, you don't know really what's coming with that. It could be just breakout year, or it could just be a fluke.
He just got it going a little bit. So you had that 1 year, and then you went to college after that?
I went to junior college.
Okay, that's right.
For 2 years. And that's really all I had from that 1 year, just from just not having a lot of highlight tape, not really having a lot of exposure, coming from the Midwest. Yeah. And so, all odds against me. I went to school in Cloud County Community College in the Jayhawk Conference in Kansas.
Okay, Kansas, out there in Kansas. I was about to say, JUCOs are always, it could be the start of you or the end of you. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So in order to get out of JUCO in general, that's an achievement itself, because a lot of people at that point, find out they're selfish or self-centered or whatever it may be. I'm not ready for that level. That's it. But for you to get from that point, how did you even get out of the trenches like that? Because psychologically, you in a small town. Yeah. You ain't got nothing there. Small. You ain't got shit there,
man.
No
partying, none of that, man. And,
small parties, if that.
Yeah, right? And very small, in the country.
Exactly. You like, what y'all doing out here?
In the garage.
Just drinking beer. You're like, here you go. You're like, damn.
Man, that's funny.
So I went to a JUCO, too, so I already know that shit.
Facts. JUCO dog. So like you said, man, it makes you or breaks you. And it really, you really find out if you really want to do this.
That's for sure.
And I'm grateful for that opportunity, that experience. I had a wonderful team. I had a wonderful coach. I give him credit for a lot of the things that I am today as far as a basketball player and coach now. But he sat me down my first year, and I didn't essentially play that much my first year. He was like, you got to fix a lot of things. You're not living right, da-da-da. Yeah. And so I had to sit back and readdress how I was living, what I was doing,
Facts.
And what do I want out of life. I didn't know. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have anybody that made it from where I'm from. I didn't have no one to look up to. I didn't have someone that pulled me aside and was like, hey, you could change your life by just staying focused. Yeah, staying focused, staying in basketball. Yeah. So, essentially that freshman year, I didn't really play. I played one game at the end. I had a breakout game. I scored like 20-plus points. We went to conference. We lost the second round of conference. Came back my sophomore year, and everything changed.
That's okay.
I just changed my mindset. I changed what I was doing off the court.
I was going to ask you that, man, because a lot of people go through that. And I always say sometimes it's better to go through it earlier than later, that experience that we all go through.
For sure.
What was it that kind of got you out of that and kind of like, hey, man, this is what I need to do in order to get out off this bench in order to play? You know what I'm saying? What kind of things did you change to make that happen?
For sure. Great question. I think first and foremost, it starts with someone being transparent with me.
Good.
Someone telling me, hey, that's not going to work. Yeah, it got you through high school, but it's not going to work at a high level, and you're definitely not going to get paid for doing that.
Yeah.
So that was first and foremost my coach sitting down with me and letting me know that you're very talented, but you got to do more. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing enough. You've been getting by. And so that was what started it. But then I had to really sit back and take away the distractions, the girls, the media, the extracurricular stuff that I was doing.
Yeah, talk to them.
Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody's got different vices.
Facts.
So I had to give all that up to sacrifice where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know I was going to be, this is like 8 years down the road. I didn't know I was going to go this way. I'm thinking I'm going to be in jail. I'm going to be dead.
You like, fuck it. It is what it is. I'm moving around doing my thing.
Like, if God wanted me, then that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
But once I sat back and realized, like, hey, I am really good at this game, and this could change my life if I take it as a life-changing experience.
Yeah.
Take it as like a job, or there's no coming back from this. There's no plan B. And so I switched my mindset, and that's when I came back my sophomore year and just averaged 15. JUCO All-American, set some crazy records, set the three-point record for our community college. And
you can shoot, man.
A little bit.
I know you got the bunnies. I seen the bounce, man. The bounce is crazy. But I know you can shoot. I'm messing with you. I'm fucking with you. You on the plug. I gotta get you.
Yeah, man. A little bit. I can knock it down and open one in the corner.
There you go. Yeah, that's mine too. Right there in that corner.
Right?
Like, hit me right here.
Yep.
That's what's up, man. You have a big thing. I noticed. 1%.
Yeah,
1% is something that like you, I want to say you damn near live by. It looks like it's something like 100%. You really push towards. Explain that for the people that are plugged in and everyone else. What does that 1% mean?
For sure, it's everything to me. It's my mantra. I think in life we set these goals and we get caught up in I gotta reach that. I gotta reach that. I gotta reach that. And if I'm not reaching it, I don't want to do it.
I'm not going. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not seeing the progress. So for me, that always happened as I want to go D1. I want to go D1. I want to go to the NBA. I want to go pro. I want to go overseas. I want to go play this.
Talk to him.
But I couldn't see myself doing that, and I couldn't figure out how to get there. So I said, instead of overwhelming myself and making me want to revert back to my old ways in the streets, in drama, you know what I'm saying? Things that lead to one end result, which we all know.
Yeah.
Sadly, but I had to look at it as 1% each day. Let me get better at 1% each day, and then I'll take the results and live with that and just keep moving forward.
Hell yeah.
And what happened was I changed into a whole different person.
That's dope.
Within a whole year, I'm a whole different Deon. I'm a better Deon. I'm more responsible, more accountable. So over time, I'm searching for that 1% each day, which is achievable. And I'm progressing further than, my competition, my peers, just people around me.
Because it's brick by brick, and people don't understand that. Like they see the big house, but not the layers and the foundation that was built on it. So that's very dope, man. People definitely with the plug myself. That's why I said people that are tuned in, y'all go get to know Deon Lyles and understand why he's the plug, because it's a brick by brick thing, and that's what it's all about, using God as our source. And then building this thing brick by brick.
100%.
You feel me? By building it brick by brick, brother, you're able to land UTSA.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeez.
So
whoa, come on, man.
Breakout season, man. And you always say that's everybody's dream. I'm going D1. I'm going D1.
Yep.
You don't realize that you actually can do it until you get that first phone call from the coach, and you be like, dang,
hold up,
I might be on it. You like, I might be on to something.
Yeah,
so,
that's what's up.
That was my first time talking to coaches, really dealing with recruitment, which was new to me, and I got to experience that. And UTSA, they brought me down here during spring break, and they sold me, man. I ain't gonna lie, they got me.
That was it. Yeah, it was right on time. That was right on time.
Yeah, it was over after that.
Shout out to the recruiting staff over there for that one.
Yeah, the coaches, they got me. Henson,
that's what's up.
They got me. So
you made UTSA home, man, and then you took care of some business. Tell us a little bit more about playing for UTSA and how was it like to finally achieve that goal of being able to go D1 and then kind of trying to readjust your goals from there.
For sure. So playing at UTSA was an amazing experience. I'm from the Midwest, so it's very like friendly and kind of almost too nosy.
Yeah.
But I like about San Antonio is it's still got that military background. So it's a very family-oriented background community. And it made me feel at home, but it also gave me that big city experience, with opportunities and other things. So I felt like it was just the perfect place for me to grow forward in my journey. We had a breakout season. We had 20-plus wins. I don't think they've done that since. I broke the three-point record once again.
That's what's up.
And then,
more than just a regular shooter. Hold
up. 2 records. But yeah, and then I got 6th man of the year.
Yes, I
came off the bench majority of the year, and I started the last couple of games.
Shout out to you.
Then I was shooting in the top, percent of the nation at that time. But I just had a breakout season. And so it was a great experience. I love San Antonio. Main reason why I came back.
That's dope.
And wanted to be involved in the community and do what I'm doing now. So very impactful experience. My family lives down here now. So, like, I don't think if I ever went to UTSA, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at now. Definitely dope. In San Antonio. So.
And I'm glad that we're able to plug in, what I'm saying, from your roots out there in the Midwest to get here in San Antonio. And like you said, San Antonio is such a diverse city. From the military, you get everyone come right here. It's a melting pot, so it's a beautiful thing, man. Tell me a little bit more as far as you went and played overseas as well, which was very, very Taiwan, correct? Tell me a little bit more about the overseas and some of the things you did over there, because that's a whole different experience. I talked to Marcus. I've talked to who else? Chris Ross. Yeah. I talked to a lot of people about the overseas experiences. Definitely want to plug in with you and tell me a little bit more about how that went and how those things felt, and how do you get the biggest thing I want to know, the culture. The culture shock to everything from from one place to there. Tell me more about that, dog.
For sure. So my first experience overseas was with the JBA, playing alongside the Ball family. We went on a world tour, and so culture-wise, I don't think you realize what we take for granted in America. All the freedoms we have and the technology and the access we have to things.
True.
We have so much more access than a lot of other countries. And our brand as a whole is a lot more weighted than other countries. Like they idolize Americans, and that's anywhere. I like my first tour. We went to 30 different countries in 3 months, and I mean, like, we're on a tour bus, traveling through Denmark, Lithuania. Like I'm telling you, like, going through border patrol, like. They don't look like you. You don't look like them. They don't speak your language.
Yeah, so
you could get caught up at any moment by not having the right, papers or your passport and they just take you. And then it's like, it is what it is. Like, we went, so that started off in Denmark and we finished in like Romania.
That's dope.
So I'm not sure how the map will work itself out, but like at one point we ended up crossing the Red Sea, and we had to put the bus on the boat. And just sit on the boat for like 2 hours.
And just ride out.
Go from like Greece to Germany. Or
that's dope.
In that area. So
those are experiences that, like, people wouldn't even fathom, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that. People be like, what? The guys take this across? Hell no, I wouldn't even thought that.
Man, I remember we pulled up. I'm thinking, like, where are we going? I see nothing but water. They're like, all right, no, pull it into the ship. I'm like, oh, everybody look at each other like, hey, yo, we about to. This might be our last mission,
our last ride.
Yeah, you seen the Titanic? Oh man, so
I just waiting. I know how it is. I be looking. I'm staying right here.
Just you start praying, close your eyes.
Shit.
But the JBA experience it opened my eyes. It was a blessing. I was roommates with Gelo Ball. I was on their TV show. I was. Playing alongside Lamelo Ball. I was around Lavar every day, treat me like family, taking us to meals, taking us to eat. So it was just a very genuine time for me and get my first pro experience. And then after that, I came back and I went to Mexico, which is a whole nother culture shock in itself. The language barrier, and they speak Spanish, of course. And, you only know enough to, like, order food, like,
I wouldn't even bother.
Yeah, right. Like, chicken, shrimp. Like, that's it. That's
it.
That's all
bring that.
Yeah. So
That's dope, man.
Yeah,
That's
Mexico
dope.
was dope. My first day out there, actually, I got off the flight from San Francisco. They came and picked me up, and they got the easy pass, so they can come in and out of Mexico. Because crossing the border is no joke.
Yeah,
it's
it
takes like 3-4 hours because you got so many people working in Mexico or it's like called Baja, California, and then they work in California, so they're traveling back and forth. So from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m., 9 a.m., it's like 3 to 6 hours
just to try to get through there.
Yeah, just to get through. And and so it was crazy. So they came and picked me up. I came in. Anyways, what I was saying.
Hey, I'm surprised they didn't keep you, dog. They're like, nah, he's one of us. He's one of us.
I always got to get back, man. They try to keep me in Africa. I was like, man, I don't know if I look Cameroonian. I'm a little light skinned.
A little bit more sun and a little bit more they food. You be all right.
Play on our national team, yeah. But I gotta get back, man.
That's what's up, man. You mentioned you couldn't just breeze past playing with the Ball brothers. Come on, plug. Come on, man. You couldn't just breeze past that like that was just like, hey, man, we just hooped yesterday. And he was all right. You know what I'm saying? Man, tell me a little bit more about that experience and being around those guys because, the Ball family is very established in what they're doing. And then they also, we're going to get into it. It looks like you guys, with y'all's organization, PSAT, you guys also look like Puma, Lamelo Ball kind of might plug y'all in a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely plugged us in.
That's what's up. How was it with spending time with them on those tours and actually playing with them as well? Because I know they can ball.
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, I think the whole world knows at this point that they can flat out ball. It's their last name. It makes sense.
Yeah.
As far as people and individuals, I love Lavar. I love Lavar and their family. They're a very close knit family, and those are his children. He takes care of his children. He's looking out for the best of his children, which I respect any black man who's doing that and taking care of his children in any way they can, regardless of the situation. But it speaks to their character. They're high level character guys, and they're very mature. And when I was with Melo, he was 16. And he definitely he had his immature moments, of course. He's a kid, but he was aware of where he was going. He was aware of what he was doing. He was aware of his impact. Same thing with Gelo, and Lonzo was sponsoring the league too as well. He wasn't overseas, but I met him, prior. But
because a lot of people be like, Lavar stepped out of bounds for a lot of his boys. He shouldn't have done what he done, and some not saying he did anything bad, but he's was very outspoken. For sure. You know what I'm saying? You feel like that hurt the kids or hurt the boys, or it kind of really helped them impact, positively?
Yeah, I think it helped them. I think what he did was he kind of set himself on fire so everybody would come watch. Yeah. Because all he needed was everybody to come watch. Man. They were ready for the opportunity. And, sometimes the media does it all the time. They could throw out a crazy headline that has nothing to do with what they're really trying to put out to set it up for that underlining message to be relayed. So, I mean, I can go back and forth, but I think ultimately he positively affected him. I don't think if he would have spoke out like he did and make all the controversy, I don't think the league would have taken off like it did. I don't think Melo and Gelo and Lonzo all would have touched the league.
That
either
platform.
G League or NBA, in one way. Especially, Melo took an unorthodox route to the league.
Yeah,
playing overseas first, and then come back to high school, and then going overseas again, and then
going
being
pro.
Drafted. Like, come on, that's never been. We were part of history.
That's for sure.
That's a historical moment, let alone a historical black moment.
Seriously, amen to that. That's what's up.
Amen. So
because a lot of people looked at it, and seen it, and I felt like he should have went higher in the draft. Yeah. But I know that a lot of it was animosity probably towards some of the things that he did. But, I mean, that's what you got to do as a dad. You know what I'm saying? You like,
got to defend your children.
I'm all in. And that's what he did. And now this summer he signed a hell of a contract with the Hornets. And hey, we good, you know,
For
and
sure.
like Lonzo hooping, we good, man, we
Yeah.
good. So he definitely did right by him. And again, it sounds like you got the plug. How you get the plug with that? Did they reach out to you for that PSAT? And then your boys gonna be looking sharp this year for that games and shit?
Yeah, so me and Melo, we still stay in contact.
That's dope.
Of course, we still stay in
That's dope.
contact, me and Gelo and the whole family. And so they seen when I, got the coaching job. And so we talked about it, and I was like, it would be dope if you could just, sponsor us for the shoes this year.
That's dope, man.
And he was like, man, I got you. Say less. Come on, gang. Like,
He's like, you ain't got to worry about
gang.
that.
Like that. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, cool. So he sent a shipment down. Came the next day. Shout out to Puma, super fast.
That's what's up.
And so I just gave him out today, actually.
Damn, that's what's up. We seen the unboxing, and I was
it.
like, damn, that's what's up, man. Y'all gonna be super fly.
Yeah.
Man, tell me a little bit more about what you got going on. Well, how long have you just got this job here? And then what you got going on here with PSAT?
So what's going
Plug
on
that.
with PSAT Academy? Ever since I had my son about a year and a half ago, I've been really pulled to kind of take a step back and be more selfless, help others that I always wanted to, but instead of waiting until I finish my career, just do it now.
Correct. Yeah.
Just do it now.
You have a lot to give.
Yeah, and I have another girl on the way.
Congrats, bro. Congrats.
Thank you. In a couple of months, so I'll have 2 children, and, this is something that people don't talk about, As athletes, they're not in their kids' lives until they retire.
Yeah.
Look at Carmelo Anthony. He just said, openly admitted, this is the most I've been in his life. Kai, and he's like 16, 17.
Yeah.
Deion Sanders, he's everything going on right now. But he wasn't in his kid's life like that till recently. Shador, he even admitted, I've been around Shador the most because he's the youngest.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking like, okay, yeah, I still want to pursue my dream, but I want to help others in the pursuit.
Correct.
And so this was one way for me to stay close to home, stay close to my family, watch my son grow up, but still be involved in the sport.
Yeah.
And still be running the show, because this is my academy. This is it's out of Houston, but it's branched off in San Antonio. So essentially I'm overseeing everything, you know what I'm saying, as far as what we're wearing, where we're going,
That's
how
dope.
we're playing.
That's dope. I was about to say, I seen the schedule for coming up in the fall, I believe.
Yeah.
You guys got some nicer games coming up against some good academies, man.
For sure.
How do you even get involved? How do you get those plugs there? Those are some big time games y'all gonna have.
So
I've
right
seen
now,
some of those academies too. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be a show, man. So right now, PSAT Academy, as of last year, was ranked the #1 prep out of Houston.
Okay.
So I owe it all to their success.
Shout out.
That's all off of what the academy brings and how well a program it is. So this year, they had a kid transfer or graduate and get a scholarship to University of Texas.
Dope.
Devin Pryor.
Damn.
So just off of that, and there's another kid that's got offers from Ohio State, Vanderbilt, TCU, Texas A&M, Rice.
Man, you brought a 7-footer here with you today.
Yeah.
We couldn't even get him in the door. I was like, man, we can't even fit him in. He had to duck in. Who do you got with you, man?
So this is one of our players. His name's Trey Lyle. He's actually my cousin.
Trey, come say what's up, man. Come say what's up to the people with the plug, man. We got a family reunion going on, man. Yeah. Hold on, come on. I gotta get you in the screen right here by your brother. Yep. See, man, he can't even get in the camera. Say what's up. Say what's up to the people, man.
What's up, man?
Yeah, man. Hey, this cat came in here. We couldn't even get him through the door, man. Best of luck this season, brother. You gonna go out there and kill him. I already know it. You look like you got a whole. I don't know how y'all get to the rim. I don't know how y'all get into the rim over there. But this is one of y'all plays. So this is your cousin. Appreciate you, dog.
Yep.
This is your cousin. So, man, that's, bro, you needed that height, huh? You wanted that height?
I didn't get blessed like that. That's why I had to get the jumper. But nah, I'm just playing. But,
that's dope, man. So y'all guys got a good squad. How y'all looking?
Yeah, we looking good, man. We got a really good group. For the first year, I think the biggest thing is is high character guys, you know, because
Yeah.
you're embodying our culture. You're what everybody's gonna look at for the future, you know.
Setting the tone, setting the tempo.
For sure. And we put this team together relatively quick. You know, I took this position about 2-3 months ago.
Yeah.
And we ended up getting everything set up, schedule, gym, team, and everything set up relatively fast compared to most startups. So, you know, I give all the credit to God and everything coming, being able to recruit, being able to bring kids in. But, you know, it's only up from here. Next year we're expecting, and he's a junior. He's class of 2025. Every kid we have right now is class of 2025. So they're going to be with us for the next 2 years. And we can reclass them if we want as well. We have that option because we're a private school and prep. So
what do y'all play AAUs? Do y'all get in the AAU circuit, or is that kind of separate from, or y'all only mess around with the AAU circuit? So how does that usually work?
Great question. So we keep it separate. We want every kid, every scholar that plays for us to go ahead and pursue what's best for them in the summer.
Yeah.
You know, we're a private school. We're primarily focused on the other 10 months of the year. You know, you go get your exposure. Go play with EYBL. Go play with 3SSB. Go play with
you need to play
Future. Go play with wherever you want to go in the summer. That's not for us. You know, but when school year starts, that's our time. That's when we're gonna mold you into becoming a leader. We're gonna figure out what your interests are, and you know, and the thing with PSAT is academics is first.
Good. Oh man, I love it. That's what I like to hear.
So we're trying to give minorities an opportunity to have higher education at an affordable cost. So that's the biggest thing that we're
looking at, and that's what I was going to ask you, man. What do you hope to achieve for these kids? And you had to tuck it right off from there, man. Besides, you know, education as well, it sounds like you guys are going to be instilling some good leadership qualities in these young men. How do you feel that some of the things you can do to instill some of that leadership in some of these kids?
For sure. So I think for me, I play pro. You know, I'm still in my prime, so I'm able to show them exactly what it's going to take. And, you know.
That's a beautiful thing, man, because you got the other coaches, you know, like me with the big belly.
Right. I'm not going to say any names, but, you know, at a public school, most of the times your coach didn't play in college. Doesn't know what it takes. Doesn't really understand what works, you know. And so I'm able to use my experience to give them a leg up, essentially, to truly become a leader in their community, to truly chase their dreams that seem unachievable.
That's dope.
Because it all comes down to belief.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. This is plug number 53. We got Deon Lyles in the building. Make sure y'all get over there, like, share, and subscribe to the Plug podcast on YouTube and the Plug SATX on Instagram, man. So make sure y'all tap in. You ain't going nowhere yet, man. We ain't off the hook. I still got 13 minutes with them. Yeah, I'm counting. I'm counting every minute because it counts when we get a special guest on the Plug podcast. You feel me? Tell me a little bit more about your inspiration from the game of basketball. Who did you kind of look up to and get your style from, from your game? Because like you said, you like to shoot, but man, I've been seeing you with some crazy balance. I guess I'm on the IG. Your IG be going crazy. I'm like, damn, this nigga is getting up.
Yes, sir. So I think what inspired me in basketball was just bucket getters.
Yeah.
Just straight up bucket getters.
Stop right there. Top five. Bucket getters, man.
Bucket getters?
It ain't got to be, everyone go Kobe, Michael Jordan. Yeah, they in there. But give me the bucket getters.
Bucket getters, top five.
And then the number one person you give them the ball to at the end of the game to win. That's number one. That's going to be number one. But we could go five.
Okay.
Give me five, and then we could go 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm going to start off. I don't know if he's five, but he just comes to mind. And this is who I love, Carmelo Anthony. Straight up.
Okay,
straight up. He might be. He's higher than that. But I'm gonna say five. I'm not gonna list them.
Just gonna give 5 lick because you're gonna get some heat.
You're gonna get some heat. I'm just gonna list my 5 top bucket getters. Yeah. So Carmelo Anthony, Allen Iverson, Tracy McGrady.
Yep.
Kobe Bryant.
Yep. I think
that's 4.
I think you got one more.
Sheesh.
And you got one more.
Sheesh.
Again, that's buckets, though. That is buckets.
Sheesh.
That's buckets.
Man, I really don't want to go current.
Yeah, I see. I see.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay. Not active.
Okay.
Not active. You know, I'm gonna say Brandon Roy.
Okay. Brandon Roy is very slept on.
I don't think he gets credit.
And he doesn't get a lot of credit, man. His game was very unorthodox and slow in a sense. But man, he can get his shot off, man. Hey, man, that was taking me back to my NBA Live days.
Yeah, when he was on I already know. I'm a big gamer. I already know.
I picked the Blazers, and I have Brandon Roy. They be like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm waiting y'all up.
It's over. It's over. You don't know about Brandon Roy. You don't know.
That is dope, man. So, man, before we let you get out of here, of course, man, tell me a little bit more about your goals and some of the things that you hope to have this time next year when y'all get the season ready for next season. What do you hope to achieve, and not just maybe achieve right now, but what are you doing your 1% on to get to those goals? What are some of your goals?
For sure. So I think our biggest goal as an organization is to help these kids. You know, the main reason why I did this is just to help someone that I felt like was in my shoes when I was a kid, that didn't have a mentorship, didn't have a lane for themselves, you know.
Facts.
So trying to give them a pipeline of excellence on and off the court, not just, you know, let's get these kids to college and that's it. No, I want to see these kids be public figures, be role models, be leaders, you know, start businesses, start programs, find jobs, you know, create jobs, create opportunities for people that look just like them.
Correct.
You know, I think that's the end goal. As far as next year, you know, we're looking to be nationally known to a level and compared to IMG, Link Academy. You know, that's essentially what we're shooting for and what we're going to achieve. I think what we have that's so special is the academics is legit. Yeah. You know, a lot of these academies is fluff.
Yeah.
You know?
Seriously.
And I just say that because I know.
Yeah, you seen.
So
that's dope. Yeah, you know, man. Like I said, y'all have, I think, IMG in y'all first one. Is that the first opener game y'all have?
That's not the opener. But it's on the schedule. Yeah. It's on the schedule though.
Yeah, it's on the schedule. I was like, I think that might be the opener for y'all. So y'all ready? Yeah. Y'all gonna be in the gym ready. I know y'all already getting prepared and everything as well, man. So definitely, best of luck to y'all guys. You know, moving forward. That. As far as I want to get two things. Someone that you've played against that you're like, damn, that motherfucker is good. And then tell me about a moment that you just got hot and you just was like, wow, I can't believe I'm balling out of control like that, man. So let's go with the bad first. Let's say like, damn, who was somebody you played and was like, hey, man, this is
legit.
Yeah, because we always run across somebody like that. And it was like, what?
I'm not going to lie. I was playing with KJ last summer. And my first time playing with him, I'm like, man, he's a dog.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't realize how strong he was getting to the basket.
That's true.
And efficiently getting to the basket, consistently getting to the basket. He's one of them guys where I was like, man, yeah, he's where he's supposed to be.
Exactly. Like props off, hats off.
I was like, yeah, he is no hype. He's that dude.
Yeah, because that's a hooper. You do see that, and you be like, okay, let me see what's up. And then you like, oh,
nah, all right. He's like that.
That's
like
what's
that,
up, man.
100%.
That's what's up. He came out to some of y'all workouts as well, and you know, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, so he's 100%.
That's what's up. Tell me about one of them times that you got hot, man, because I know you said you set some records. In order to set some records, you got to have some blackout games, man, where you just was like,
what, college level or professional?
College, either way. Tell me one of your favorite ones. We all got more than one, but tell me one of your favorite ones, man.
I remember this one just because there was a lot going on that day. I think my game high in college was 33. I think I had 9 3-pointers. 8 or 9, and that was against Rice University on the road. And the crazy thing is, me and my coach were beefing all day. I'm mad at him. I don't even remember what it was. Probably something little, you know. I was very immature. I was just mad. I'm like, man. And so we were beefing all day. I'm angry all day. I'm in the hotel, you know, just mad under my covers. And then I came out and had one of the best games of my career. I'm like, This is crazy.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes when you play mad, man, you gotta be up
I think
in there.
that's all I was thinking about. I was like, I'm about to go off and show you, like,
This is what
I'm
I can
him.
do. That's what's up, man. That's dope. And then tell me about the feeling. At what point did you know that you were about to be like, yeah, I'm on. Did you have that hot hand where you're like, yeah, I can't miss right now?
So the first play of the game, Keaton got a rebound, kicked it up to me. I hesied and blew by baseline, reverse layup. Yeah. And it was just like boom, boom, boom. I'm like, I came back running down. I said, oh, yeah, it's a good day.
Yeah.
It's a good day. And I think they were running a zone to start off. We swung it, reversal top of the key. I shot like a 30, maybe 28-footer. I'm not going to drag it.
Hey, talk to him.
Yeah, I'm not going to drag it. It was up there, though.
Drain it.
Yeah, I made it, and I'm like, oh, yeah. I just got to keep flying. It's got to keep going up.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. I love those feelings, even in open gym when you just feel like you can go blackout and you're like, hey, you in trouble right now, my dog.
For sure.
Yeah. So what's some of the things that you would give kids some advice, going through their high school phases right now? What's some good advice we can get from you, Deon, before you get out of here, bro?
Yeah, I would say, figure out what is most important to you or what you think is most important to you and cut everything else out. And so if you look at it like, people always say glass half full, glass half empty, can't pour from an empty glass, da, da, da. If you just look at life as, you wake up, you have so much energy in a day. And if you put all that energy into things that are bringing meaningful, positive impact into your life, instead of, distractions, then in due time, 1% each day, you'll be way closer to your goal. If not, achieve it and have to, like what happens with me, I make a goal, I just focus on that day at a time. And next thing you know, I achieve the goal, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, readjust.
I got to come up with a new goal.
Readjust.
You gotta scratch that and write a new goals, and that's just life. That's, we're constantly striving. And if we're not striving, then we're hindering our success.
Hell yeah.
And so I think to the youth, the biggest thing I could ever say is just stay down, stay you, be you. Don't try to fit in. Figure out who you are, who you were raised to be, and who you're here for, what you're here for, and just go after that with everything you got, everything you love. And make sure it's something you love because, people only show the positives.
For sure. They
don't show the negatives, the grind, the hustle, all the times they said no before they ever said yes. Yeah. So don't let anybody tell you what's good for you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. Because
you know.
Deep down in your heart, unless it's a mentor who's previously done that.
Yeah.
Don't let the janitor tell you, how to make your tray.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, because his job's cleaning, his job's not making the food.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I'm saying? So,
exactly.
Per se, that example could go in any way.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. See, I'll stay down to the grind, man. We definitely locked in. We definitely plugged in. You know what I'm saying? So, we definitely going to be sharing everything that you guys do from this point on. That's for sure. Definitely stay connected with us. You know what I'm saying? Definitely want to tune back in.
Yeah, man, I need some of that merch, man.
Hey,
you got all the hats, man.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get
shirt,
straight
the
to
socks,
that.
The
Come
hats.
on, man. We're going crazy right now.
You got everything, man. Tap in.
That's what I'm saying.
The plug.
That's what I'm talking about. The plug SATX. Make sure y'all check it out, man. This is plug number 53 with Deon Lyles. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Oh, before I let y'all go, make sure, hey, man, how can they tap in real quick? How they can follow you and all that good stuff.
Yeah, tap in, IG, Lyle Style, LYLESTYL, no E on the end. You can check out PSAT Academy online, Instagram, Twitter. But tap in, follow the journey. You can watch, you can Google, you can do whatever.
We're going to be tuned in, man. And as y'all should be plugged in from this episode out.
Sir.
Appreciate y'all. We out.
We out.